started with today's lecture, that is the Ohm's laws and Kirchhoff's law part 2, and we will know about the two interesting laws part-wise of Kirchhoff's. That is, the first one we will know about is Kirchhoff's current law, which is the junction rule, and Kirchhoff's voltage law, which is the loop rule. Now we will get started with Kirchhoff's first law. Now we will have a look in the second part, that is Kirchhoff's law. Why did basically Kirchhoff's law came? See, Ohm's law can resolve circuits which are very simpler, okay? But complex circuits can't be resolved with the help of the Ohm's law. So at that point of time, the scientist generated another law which states a Kirchhoff's law. But here Kirchhoff's law has two parts. That is, it has first law, that is a junction law, or Kirchhoff's current law, or Kirchhoff's voltage law, which is known as Loop's law. Okay. So let's see what it's written. Current into junction equal to current leaving the junction. See, junction means at a point where there are many currents that is going. Okay. If in that point of a junction there will be an input of current and there will be also output of current, right? So it states that the current into junction, that is the I in, that is the total input of current, will equal to the current leaving the junction. Okay. The amount of current that enters a junction is equivalent to the amount of current that leaves the junction. We can see this circuit here that I in is coming, but it's also going out as I out. If I1 is coming, I1 is also being going out. If I2 is coming, then I2 is also going out. So here In is equal to I1 plus I2, right? So I1 plus I2 is the In. And why? See, basically In comes and we can see it gets divided. So we represent it as two parts, that is I1 and I2, and that point is the junction where it gets divided. Like trains, we call that it's the junction, platform is a junction, means there will be many trains, not a single, okay? Think like that. So In comes at a point where it splits. So whenever it gets splits, that means it's the junction. So it splits into two parts, that is I1 and I2, okay? It comes and meets at a point where from where it have to leave the junction, right? If a train arrives, the train will leave to its destination. So similarly, if a current will come in, it have to go out. Okay. So I splits into two parts, I1 and I2, but leaves as one as I out. Okay. So here we say that I is equal to I1 plus I2 is equal to I out. So if I in minus I out is equal to 0, what basically see? If the train comes, think a train comes and it stands at Howrah junction. Okay, the train leaves, that is, it goes to the another station. So there will be no train, right? So it will be 0. It also says the same, that I in minus I out is equal to 0. It becomes null. Whatever comes in, if 5 ampere current comes in and 5 ampere goes out, that means we have 0 ampere left in the circuit, right? So this is the Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. Now we will watch a video on the Kirchhoff's first law, that is the junction rule or the Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, let's watch.
In the video, you can see the pointer, which is the junction. I1, I2, I3, I4, I5 are all the currents. I1, I3 and I5 all are the incoming currents, that means it will have a positive charge, that is plus. And I2 and I4 will be negative as it is the outgoing current, so it will have the minus charge. So the equation will be I1 minus I2 plus I3 minus I4 plus I5 equals to 0.
So as I told, sum of incoming current is equal to sum of outgoing current, and hence I in input minus I out, that is output, equal to 0. I think all your doubts got cleared with this video.
So we come to the end of today's lecture. Now it's the code time. Beggars can't be choosers. I hope all of you understood today's lecture. Thank you for watching.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live magazine videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at ClassFly community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.